Please explain to people how Throwback
ChatGPT.
Thursday works. How does
That's the one.
Throwback Thursday work, AJ?
Well, guys, we go back 10 years, we go back 20 years, and we go back 30 years. Now, normally when you hear go back 30 years, instantly in my head, I'm like, what 1970s movie are we talking about now? Oh,
Nope.
no. That was a long time ago. That's done. We're talking those 90s baby movies. So, yeah, this is where we start to feel really old as the silver screen dudes. So, yeah.
It's so funny you mentioned 90s baby movie because that's exactly what 30 years old is this week, but we'll get to that in a
Oh,
moment.
don't go there. Oh, my, okay.
It's so funny you mentioned that, but all right, cool. So we've got two movies that are 10 years old this week, and they're both big hitters. One of them very near and dear to you, and it's already 10 years old, starring Brad Pitt in a genre that you can't stand. But yeah, World War Z is 10 years old, if you can believe that.
Man, do you know what throws me off is when I saw World War Z, because that is within give or take 5 years. Yeah, so that in itself is makes sense. Oh, time waits on no one, guys. Time waits on no one. World War Z, for anyone who, like myself, doesn't really endorse the horror or zombie genre, this
You're
is
wrong.
worth a watch. This is worth a watch. Irrelevant of your, but hey, look, different folks with different strokes. This is worth a watch. This is different to the rest, and it's a good watch. It's a nice journey. It takes. I'm not saying it is that exactly, but it gave me like an Independence Day type vibe to it. It had that kind of how the world reacts and how you unify with strangers to get across and survive. That's what I really liked about this film. And props to Brad for it. I had a very good time with this film. Just can't believe it's 10 years old.
10 years old. I actually, I think you love it more than I do, but I still do love it. And listen, I like the fact that they went down the whole 28 days later route with, the speed zombies. Like,
yeah.
These aren't no need food, eat brain. It's like, no. These guys have got a backward cap when they're going, and they turned it backwards and they're going, quick zombies. And I also love the way they kind of imagined if zombies were ants and they built mounts
that
of
part
them.
always, that
so cool.
it fascinated me. I'll be honest. I was like, "Oh, that's clever. That's clever." Yeah. That's what I remember with that film.
I don't remember the ending being very good, but I remember enjoying the first two acts very, very much. I think this movie gets unfairly, poo-pooed on. It's a barrel of fun. But 10 years old also, AJ, a sequel, which of course raises the question of, well, how old is the first one then? Older, because 10 years old from Pixar is Monsters University.
Oh my days. And the gap between Monsters University and Monsters Inc. was pretty big, I remember.
Big. And this is already 10 years old. That's the point. The gap between the first and second was huge.
Oh my days. This is telling me how much. Oh my days. Do you know what's. Oh God, I'm going to expose so much things in this. Zane, my nephew, was in school with this, and this is like one of his first school bags. It had, and I remember joking with him on that, and I remember talking so much about this film because he wasn't born when Monsters Inc. had come out, but to think that boy is now 16 years old just tells me, oh my God, that was young 6-year-olds. That's the instant thing that's coming into my head with that. I'm like, oh man, the sequel is 10 years old. Oh my God, that means we're just a couple of years away from being like, at 20 years old, Monsters Inc.
Literally that.
Jeez, man. Jeez.
Literally
Monsters University was fun.
It was Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, it's exactly that. It's exactly that. You watched it and you're like, I know this story. That's exactly what I remember seeing when seeing it. But oh man, okay. Interesting. That's two shockers there.
One of Pixar's lesser movies, but again, okay. Excluding their more recent releases, there was a point where I was saying Pixar are the best studio on the planet. They've taken a bit of a dip in the last few movies for me. I'm hoping Elemental's good, But the last Pixar movie I remember being like great, great, great was Inside Out. You know, everything after that I liked or I didn't. But there was nothing that I went, oh, loved. Lightyear, I liked it. Onward, I liked it. Soul, couldn't care less. Luca, couldn't care less. Pixar
Luca
need to
worked.
rediscover Pixar.
Luca worked for me. Soul was a real.
But it was fine. It wasn't like epic Pixar, you know.
No,
Luca wasn't Coco.
No, I can give you that. 100%. 100%.
And yeah.
Can't
But yeah, 10 years old Monsters University and 20 years old AJ. I love hearing you talk about this movie because you flubbing hate it.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah.
Is it in this Cornetto trilogy?
No.
Okay. Oh God.
It's not. But it's so funny because you were unbeknownst that this was the movie that's 20 years old this week. Last week, through some tangent, you were actually trashing on it, which is hysterical. From your favorite director, AJ, Ang Lee's The Hulk.
Oh, no, do not make me talk about this crap. Oh.
It's 20 years old, bro. Enjoy.
20 years of pain. Oh, yeah. Oh. The simplest blueprint ever. Monster comes out. It's Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde. It's as simple as that.
Mr.
A
Hyde.
man who is cool, calm and collected, 95%, well, 50% of the time, when PO'd, goes all kinds of PO'd and turns into the biggest rage monster you could ever imagine. No, I'm now going to say we're going to give an understanding to the Hulk. We're going to create a Greco-Roman tragedy for the Hulk. No, you prat. It is very simple. Just get angry. And you know what? You know these little bits that get people excited for like the stupidest of reasons. Oh, wow. Eric Banner's going to play Bruce Banner. It's meant to be. This is going to be a great film. Spider-Man was great fun. This surely has to follow. I, to this day, have not been able to finish this film. I have brought the DVD. I had a friend who we both know who used to be the pirate master and give us VHSs of this thing. Why can I not finish it? Because it is boring as all hell. How dare... Now I'm about to turn green because this was the biggest failure. Can't stand it.
No, it wasn't. Here's the thing. The movie as a whole did not work. I won't disagree with you on that. And I'm not talking about the Greco-Roman thing. That was dumb. There were some ideas in this movie that were very, very good.
The comic book pages were awesome. I'm not going to deny it.
Yeah. That, for me,
really immersed comic book movie with movie. Like, I get all of that.
Yeah, and you could use that. That's something they could have used in all comic book movies moving forward. That's how good it was. If you'd had that on Iron Man or Avengers or anything, that edit would have worked. Yeah. That's pretty much it. But
you know, it was the slow build into the fact that his dad had been pumping him with needles, and we're just seeing these little shots of a baby rage quitting like time and time again when he doesn't get his way. And it was just like, can we get to it? And then it does get to it, and then we still can't get to it. Oh,
I hear you. Not good. Really not très bien. Really not très bien. And our last movie at 30 years old, 90s baby movie.
Have I referenced this movie recently as well?
Nope.
Okay.
Definitely not. I think you've seen it, and if not, I shall run with it. But 30 years old, Dennis the Menace.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kids' movie. Yeah, okay. I heard what you're saying in terms of 90s baby. I literally, in my head, when you said it, yeah, I was thinking like Baby's Day Out. For some reason, Baby's Day Out has either gone or is coming, and I'm really like, I can't believe I want to see what the baby looks like now. That's what I'm waiting for from Baby's Day Out. Dennis the Menace I have seen. I actually remember going to this film with my godfather. My godfather treated my sister and I to this film in the cinema. And what was really weird is now that I look back, it makes so much sense, but at the time I couldn't. He recognized Christopher Lloyd. I didn't. And he just kept saying, that guy, he's a really famous actor. And he's played a doctor before. And I'm like, what doctor? What doctor are you talking about, Derek? Like, I just couldn't figure out. He was talking about Doc Brown. I was just like, I was trying to think of all these famous TV doctors that this villain is playing.
Right.
But yeah, no, Dennis was fun. Dennis was fun.
Dennis was fun. It was, hey, Mr. Wilson. It had Christopher Lloyd in it, as you said. It was that. It was very much like the beta Home Alone, wasn't it? It was very much like the lesser Home Alone. But I wasn't a particular reader of that comic strip. But I tell you what, because I was a kid at the time, I do remember watching this movie on repeat a lot when it would play on Sky. And it was an easy turn it on, turn your brain off. It was fun. I've got nostalgic childhood memories of it. That's pretty much it. Just before we leave, you said you wanted to see pictures of Baby Now, right?
Oh no. First of all, what year was it released? Like, are we going to see Baby? But then we'll leave it till then. I'm going to hold out. I'm not even going to Google it. Let's have the shock for when the shock is right.
All right, you got it. Well, then wrap it up for us, mate.
Okay, guys. So there you are. Like, how do you feel about those films? If you are younger than Silver Screen Dudes, which I hate to say, it's not that hard. But if you are on YouTube and you appreciate film, which of these films have you seen? We encourage you, go back and have a look at what we were enjoying when we were your age or a bit younger. Like, it's there. This is what these capsules are about. Like, I feel Monsters University is a good middle ground for everyone to be like, hey, I've seen it, I've not seen it. It's there. If I could, I'll encourage you not to watch the Hulk because I don't encourage people to waste time. But hey, give it a shot. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm also down with that. That's what it's all about, guys. So give us a like, comment below, and tell a friend to tell a friend. But for the entire Silver Screen News Show, I am the one AJ signing out.
I am Nico Luro signing out, and we will see you guys next week. Do be sure to stay tuned to the channel each and every day where you'll see these new shows uploaded as single segments, and you'll also remember you can watch the whole show as a podcast. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys next week right here on Silver Screen.